Hey, today I'm going to be answering the questions from Lisette Crafts and Tells Big Diamond Painting Survey. I think it's really cool she's doing this, and I believe she's also using her members from her channel to help put the questions together. So I find it really cool that she's doing this, and I can't wait to hear the results. If you want to take this survey yourself as well, the link to it is in the description box, and you can go fill it out, and we can get a bit of an overview of what the diamond painting community looks like and what their preferences are and stuff. So yeah, she's announcing the results on September 1st on her channel, I believe in a live stream, but don't quote me on that. You can find the details on her channel. She has a video all about it. So if you're interested, go check that out. I'm going to be answering the questions whip and chat style. I'm working on this painting and I'm up to about here. This part is all done, so almost done. I'm using this pen, which is from the Norse Alchemist. I just got it in last week and it's so pretty. And this tip is from Diamond Art Club. This tip, I have no idea. It's an everlasting tip. That's all I know. And I'm using my own putty in there, of course. So we're going to start using this tray from Mavior 3D Print, as I always use. You may know by now if you watch my whip and chats more often. So let's dive into it. The questions, there are 24 questions, so it's not too long of a survey. You can fill it in about 5 to 10 minutes, so it's not a big job, which I appreciate. And I also really think the questions are fun. That's why I'm also doing this video, because I want more people to come join her basically and to add to what she's trying to do. So the first question is, how long have you been diamond painting? I've been diamond painting since 2020, so about 4 years now, because I also started in July, I believe July or August. Not really sure what the exact date was, but almost 4 years. I haven't been diamond painting all these 4 years because I started when my youngest son, not my youngest, my oldest son, was only a few months old. He was born in April of 2020, and then I started painting, and then the next year at the end of summer I got pregnant with my second son, and then I didn't feel well. I didn't feel good enough to paint, so I stopped, and I didn't pick it back up until last summer, last July. And then my youngest son was 1 year and a few months. So I had an almost 2-year break in diamond painting. So although I have started in 2020, I would say I've only been actually painting for 2 years, which is still a long time, but it's not 4 years. So that was the first question. And then the next question is, what is your age? And they had in the survey, you don't have to fill in your exact age, but you can choose a box of an age group. But I will tell you exactly how old I am. I'm 31. And my birthday is October 31st, so Halloween. Yeah, then I'll be turning 32, which is still crazy in my mind. I'm not 32 almost in my head, but I guess all people say that. But it truly is that way. you don't feel as old as you are most of the time. But yeah, it is what it is. Then the third question is, where do you live? I live in the Netherlands. I live in a smallish town just below Eindhoven. It's in the south of the Netherlands, right at the Belgium border. So I can go to another country within 15 minutes, which is also nice because my dad actually lives just across the border in Belgium. Then the fourth question is, what does your stash look like? And from budget or premium diamond painting kits is what the question is. So my stash consists out of almost all premium diamond paintings. I obviously didn't start out with only premium diamond paintings. I think I started out like everyone did with just cheapy ones from AliExpress. I bought a lot from them in the first few months. I think I had about 25 of AliExpress paintings. I did complete like 5 or something before I moved on to the more expensive and therefore better quality diamond painting kits. I think I bought my first Diamond Art Club in October of 2020, so when I was painting for 3 months or so. And then when I tried Diamond Art Club for the first time, there was no going back. So from then on, I didn't really do any of my AliExpress paintings anymore. I moved on to the higher quality ones. Let's keep it at that. I do still have a few of the AliExpress ones that I bought back then because I do still really like the image and I don't want to throw them all away. I did throw a few away, also gave a few away, but I don't have many people in my friends or family that also diamond paint, so I don't really have people to give them to. But from the ones that I did throw away, I did keep the drills because I was trying and am still trying to build up a nice stash of spare drills to use for other projects. So the canvas did go to waste, but the drills didn't. That's what still makes me feel a little bit better about throwing them away. And then move on to the fifth question. How large is your stash? I was actually just in my app, in my Gemsflow app, where I put them all in, and I have 85 diamond paintings right now in my stash that I haven't started yet. I have 4 whips, so if you count those as well, I'm up to 89. But yeah, 85, and that's okay for me. I don't want it to get much larger. I would actually love it to go down, but I don't know how realistic of a goal that is because I still want to be able to buy stuff if it's something I really like. And I'm not the fastest diamond painting. I don't have as much diamond painting time as some others may do, so I don't finish them very quickly. Even though that's the case, I still like to have a big stash just because it's fun to me. It's a part of the hobby. It's also fun to collect, not only to actually diamond paint. Then the next question is how many whips? I already answered that in the last question, oopsie. But I have 4 whips at the moment, which is a pretty low number for me because usually I have more. but I kind of really like having this little whips, but I also kind of don't. I'm a bit fussy that way. Um, some days I think I'm going to work on these 4, I'm going to finish these 4 first, but then the next day or even the next minute I'm like, no, I want to start a new one. So yeah, I don't think it's going to stay at 4. I actually just filmed a video asking your help to pick my next painting. I'm going to try to hold off starting it because I first would like to make a little dent in the comparison project that I'm doing, which is actually 65% done already. So I should be able to finish that in not too long. But yeah, let's see. My other whip is this one, obviously, which is almost done. But I think that if this one is done, I'm going to be starting a new one together with Diamond Art by Nikki that I'm also doing this painting with, because we really like doing projects together and it's fun to always have one of those going as well. And then I have Call of the Sea by Josephine Wall from Diamond Painting Deutschland, which isn't for done at all. I'm about a third of the way in, maybe. But I haven't worked on that one for a long time because it's just so confetti heavy, because it has 225 colors. I am still going to finish it someday, just not sure when. So yeah, that was the 6th question. And then the 7th, how many diamond paintings did you buy in the last 12 months? I only picked up diamond painting again in July of last year, as I said. So I think my stash was around 35 or so when I started it back up back then. So I added quite a few in the last year. I didn't buy all of them myself. I also got gifted a few because I also started this YouTube channel. I have an Instagram where I'm also pretty active. So some companies wanted to gift me canvases for review, which I accepted. But I also did buy a lot of them myself. So I would say I have bought or been gifted over 50 kits in the last 12 months. The next question kind of ties into this. How many did you complete in the last 12 months? And I didn't actually go back now to count how many exactly I did finish, but I know in this year, 2024, I've completed 8 so far. And in the last 4 months, 5-ish months of last year, I completed, let me guess, 5 or 6 or so kits. I'm not really sure. So I would say I finished about 13 to 14 canvases in the last 6 months, which isn't too bad in my opinion. My goal is to finish around 1 a month, and seems like that is a really sustainable goal for me. Let me know what your diamond painting goal is for the year. I'd love to know. Then, how many diamond paintings did you complete in total? I'm not counting the little diamond paintings that I did, but I didn't do many of those anyway. But I also don't know the exact number for this. I really should go back and count it sometimes. But I think I'm around 30 by now. 30 completed diamond paintings, which isn't a lot if you consider that I've been diamond painting pretty actively for 2 whole years. But it's all good. I'm fine. I'm happy to get completed what I get completed. And then the next question is, how often do you diamond paint? And it's meant to be answered in how many hours a week. So I usually diamond paint at night because I have a job. I have 2 little kids. I can't always make time during the day to diamond paint, but I diamond paint, I would say, around 4 to 5 nights a week. And then when I paint for about 2 hours. So that would get me up to 10 hours. And sometimes, if I'm lucky, I can get some more diamond painting time in during the day if my husband is with the kids, or if I'm not at work, or if one of the kids or both are at daycare. So I would say I'm between 12 and 15 hours a week actually painting, usually. That doesn't obviously include the filming and editing and all the stuff that I'm doing for YouTube or Instagram or whatever. Then, where do you paint? I almost always paint in the living room at our dining table. I don't have a craft room. I don't particularly want a craft room. I think it's fine like this. And we don't have enough room in the house as well to have a craft room. But I do sometimes go up in the attic, and there's a little desk there too. That's actually where I am right now. And then I can paint a bit during the day if my son is sleeping, or if my husband is with the kids, and then I can also get some filming done during the day, because when I have to leave all the filming and stuff for the nights, then I can't get any diamond painting in just for me, for relaxing diamond painting time, if you understand what I mean. So the filming, obviously I enjoy the filming, but it isn't as relaxing or mindless as just diamond painting is. So I try to not fill all my evenings with stuff that I need to do regarding diamond painting. Yep, that was the 11th question. Then drill preference, drill type. I definitely prefer square drills, but I also enjoy doing a round drill painting once in a while. I really like to change the variety, and yeah, but squares are my definite favorite. Then the next, do you enhance your diamond paintings in any way? And then it gives options of yes and no, and with a bit of explanation. And I answered yes. I have tons of special drills, and I bling my canvases up myself. I've never bought a special drill enhancement package. I've never actually ordered from a company who offers that. So I've always done it myself. I have quite a big stash of enhancement drills now, mostly ABs, but also a few crystals or fairy dust colors I have. And then when I start a new painting, I go through my enhancement stash, look at what colors might fit that new painting, and then I decide which ones I'm going to bring and maybe use in that painting. I decide what I'm actually going to use while I'm doing the painting, so I don't map it all out before I even start the painting. I just go with the flow a little bit. Then the next question is, what is your go-to multi-placer size? And as someone commented on my Instagram just yesterday, this one that I'm using right now. Wait a minute, let me show you. Go down. Yes, this one. This is a 10 placer, I believe. No, it's a 12. Oops, I really thought it was a 10, but it's a 12 placer. And this is my go-to size. I think it's not too big. I can easily use it to place less than 12 drills at a time as well, but it is big enough that if there is a bigger color blocking section, that I can go whisk through that really quickly. So that's definitely my go-to size. And then, what size of diamond paintings are you drawn to? And then you can pick between small, medium, and large. Small being 30 to 40 centimeters, medium being 50 to 70 centimeters, and big 60 to 80 and up. And I can't actually remember what I answered for this question, because I could answer medium and large. For diamond painting comfort and for having a finish in a reasonable amount of time, I would say I love medium size diamond paintings. But if I look at my stash and what I'm actually drawn to, I would have to say large, because I just love detailed images and where the rendering is also turning out. So I have the most large paintings in my stash, but I also do really enjoy if I come across a smaller painting that I really like. So yeah, I could have answered both. I don't really remember. It's been a few weeks since I answered the survey myself. And then the next question, should a company add a toolkit by default? No, I don't think they should. I would prefer it if they have a box that you can check if you want a toolkit or not. I don't think they can just leave them out, because there are always new people and they would probably still need a toolkit. But I also think that the vast majority of diamond painters doesn't need a toolkit anymore, so they could probably omit it if they would like, but I would prefer it if there was the option that you could tick the box if you would want a toolkit. I don't need it, obviously. I almost always throw them away, most of it at least. But yeah, some people will still need them. Then, should diamond painting companies label AI art? For me, personally, they don't need to. I don't really mind AI art. I like the look of it most of the time. But I know there are very strong opinions about AI art in the diamond painting community, so I answered here. I would appreciate it if they did label AI art, so people can make an informed decision when buying a diamond painting. What people brought to my attention, which I hadn't really thought about before when talking about AI, is that they say that it's not actually stolen artwork, because obviously it's a newly created image, but they're still using a database of all art that is out there, so it is based on other actual artists' work. if I'm saying that correctly, if you know what I mean. So I see their point when saying that, but for me personally, I'd still buy AI art. I don't mind. If I like the image, I like the image, whether it's AI art or actual artists, physical art. So, then the 18th question. Have you ever destashed a painting and how many times? Yes, I have. I didn't do it a lot yet, but I have a small pile of paintings that I'm planning to destash in the near future. But I've done a destash, or I've destashed a painting is a better way to put it. I believe 3 times. And I've used a diamond painting Facebook group for that, or my YouTube channel, or my Instagram. I am in the Diamond Art Club fans from Europe, I believe that group is called, and there people are doing a destash pretty regularly. So that ties into the next question. Have you ever purchased a diamond painting from destash? And yes, I have. Quite a lot of times. Over 10 times I bought a diamond painting from a destash. And it's a really cool way to get paintings that maybe are archived or that you really want but can get a bit cheaper this way, because if it's a painting that's not super popular, the destash price might be cheaper than the new price that you were going to be paying if you bought it new. Then, do your friends and family support your hobby? Yes, they do. Mostly my husband. He is very, very supportive, and he actually encouraged me to start this YouTube channel. He thought it would be perfect for me, and I must say he was right. But he is very, very encouraging, and I appreciate that. The rest of my family and friends, not everyone knows that I do this, because I still embarrassed is not the right word, but I don't want everyone that I know going on my channel and starting to watch all my videos. It would be it would be very awkward to me if they did. But the ones that know, they do support it. Yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't support it, but you never know. Then the most controversial question, I think, in this survey is how many are in your stash versus how many do your friends and family think are in your stash. So basically the question is, are you hiding diamond paintings that you bought? And no, I'm not, because I also have this channel. It's out there how many diamond paintings I have, even though it might seem, and it is actually, a lot, and some people might think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't care. I love it, and my husband supports me and my stash, so that's the most important to me. It's truly is not really anyone's business what they think about my stash and the size of it. So yeah, but everyone can definitely know how big my stash is. Then the next question, are you monetized in any way? And yes, I am. I'm monetized over here on YouTube. You get monetized when you have over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I believe. I'm silly that I don't remember. I've been working towards that for so long, and I reached that goal in February of this year. I reached 1,000 subscribers in November of last year, but it took quite a while for me to also reach the watch hours, because I was doing a lot more shorts back then than I'm doing now, and the watch hours of the shorts don't count, which I still think is a bit of a bummer. Because why wouldn't they count? But yeah, it is the way it is, and I'm monetized now, and I'm very happy I am, because that also brings me a lot more joy in doing all these videos and all that stuff, which may seem silly, but it just is. Then the second to last question: which social media platforms do you use to follow diamond painting content? And I mostly use Instagram and YouTube, but I also use Facebook for the Facebook groups. I'm not active myself on Facebook, but I do use the Facebook groups. And I also use TikTok. I post my reels over there too, but I don't really do anything else with that. I don't really follow people over there. I just post my reels and then get off the app again. And then the last question: what is your favorite theme of diamond painting? And then they have a lot of options to pick from. And if you've watched my channel before, you know what I'm going to say. My favorite theme is definitely portraits. I was going through my stash, my GemsFlow app, just an hour ago, and I think 90% of my stash are portraits. So I have a very, very clear favorite style to diamond paint. I've tried a lot of other types of diamond paintings. Not a lot maybe, but I've tried a few others, for example landscapes, but it's not for me. I don't enjoy doing a landscape, as I've said a million times, so I'm going to stop telling that now. But yeah, portraits are my definite favorite diamond painting genre. So that will do it for the diamond painting survey. As I said, the survey will be linked in this description box below, so if you would like to go fill it out yourself, that would be really cool, because the more the merrier. And yeah, I hope you like this video. Hope you learned something new about my diamond painting, but you might not have if you've been following me for a while. I hope you liked this video, as I said. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and give this video a thumbs up. That would really, really support my channel. Hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.